Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Barry here with exoticcartrader.com, and today I'm walking around our 2017 BMW M3. This car is in our inventory and I knew I instantly had to do a review because it was my first time driving one and it's an absolute blast. So I want to show you around the car. Up front, you see this is definitely a little bit different of a front end than a normal 3 Series. You can tell instantly this isn't a base car. This has a lot more vents, a lot more openings for airflow, giving it a more performance aspect to the front end of it. And obviously you'll see all these cars have the M3 badge right on the front, so you can instantly tell what it is. Also looking at the front, you can see that these fenders flare out a little bit more. Has a more of a wide body kit look to it, straight from factory. As soon as you get around the side, this one actually has the competition package, which with that includes these 20-inch wheels, which always distinguish the M3s to me. I love these wheels and they stand out. It almost kind of looks like one of the old BBS wheels. BMW is known for putting these on their ends and it gives it a lot more of a sporty, styling race car look to it. Behind that, you see a huge brake setup. They actually have another option that's available for these. It's like an $8,000 upgrade, but it is the carbon ceramic brakes that you can get with these if you're really looking for some performance. It also has these really stylish mirrors that give it a lot more of an aerodynamic look. It's got some air vents in it. Who knows how much that really helps, but at least it looks cool. Coming a little bit closer, this is metallic gray. If you get close, you will see it's a full carbon fiber roof, and this is real carbon fiber. This isn't a wrap. I would much rather have this than a moonroof because it's something you're not gonna get on 99.9% of cars out there. Massive piece of carbon, and you could tell this is where the numbers really start adding up for a vehicle like this. Continuing with the carbon fiber, around the back here, you'll see this has a carbon fiber wing that's built into it. A lot of them are body color, but this one is carbon fiber, so that's a nice little upgrade. And you'll see just other small aesthetic stuff in the back. Has a lot more vents similar to the front, that instead of a normal full bumper like you'll see on a basic 3 Series. Also, it's all color matched, which gives it a really nice, unique look. Finally, of course, in the back here, you'll see these big 4 exhaust tips that are sticking out of the back here, and they make ridiculous musical notes when you're revving the engine. I'll actually start it up for you so you can hear it. So as you can hear, a ridiculous sound. That's from the inline 6. It's a turbocharged motor. They've switched the platforms around a little bit in the past. It's been 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, even jumped up to an 8-cylinder. Now they're back to the inline 6 with a turbo setup, and this car is a serious performer. You have the optional settings, which if we'll hop in this inside of this car, I'll show you, and I'll show you what options you have for performance. All right, so inside this car, I want to show you what I'm talking about. On the center console here, there's multiple different settings for the car. You can switch through Sport, Sport Plus, and an efficient mode, which will give it more of a highway mode, saving some gas. Sport Plus, you'll feel the gears be held out a lot longer while they're driving, and you'll instantly feel a power increase. And you can definitely hear the sound difference in the exhaust. You'll hear those pops and the crackles when it's downshifting. You'll hear the turbo spool a little bit more, but also it has the same settings for suspension and for handling. The suspension, if you go into like a Sport Plus, it'll be a lot stiffer, a lot more rugged, and same thing with the steering. If you go into a Sport Plus, it's extremely stiff. It's a very heavy steering wheel at that point, and any move you make, you definitely feel it. It's a lot more reactive. That way you can use it on the track, or I don't know, if you want to have fun, use it on the highway. The carbon fiber from the outside continues to the inside of this car. You have all of it on the center console here, along the dash, and there's just a really race car feel inside this car, even from the small details to the seat belts where they have the stitching and the M badge design, and these seats are serious race car seats. That's one of the things I don't actually prefer, but a lot of people like, is how tight these seats are. It's not an extremely comfortable road trip car, but if you're a dad or someone that wants to have kids in the back and still have your sporty race car feel, this is a great car for it because you'll definitely get it with the performance and the comfort level. This is a really cool color combination too. It's a secure orange, which BMW is known for. It's a tough car to find with this interior, but it gives it an awesome look with a gray, a white, a black. I've even seen it with orange on the exterior and the interior. As far as performance, that's all great. The one thing that I am like up and down about is this center console infotainment system. It does have Apple CarPlay. That's an upgrade that's on this car. It does have some heated seats and different heated steering wheel options that are upgrades on this car. And of course, it's got the Harman Kardon sound, which is great. But as far as like flicking through the different stations and a couple of different settings that you want to go through, it's a tough car to kind of operate on the fly. There's a big button right here that you're going to click through if you want to go through media. It does have radio, satellite, different stuff like that. And like I said, this is a well-optioned one, so it does have a lot of the upgrades here, but it's not as simple to use as something like the Mercedes-Benz, like a C63, for example. Overall though, performance-wise, that's what you're buying the car for, and it definitely lives up to the hype of that. It stops on a dime. It spools up the turbo really nicely and kicks into power very quickly. And this car has a dual clutch transmission. So same kind of setup you will have on a Lamborghini or an Audi R8 or something like that. It shifts instantly. It's very, very smooth and there's no lag in response for that. So overall, this car is extremely fun. It's a great buy for the pricing. It's almost like an entry-level exotic that you can also put your family and friends in the back of. If you want to see more of this car, check us out at exoticcartrader.com or give us a call at Exotic Car Trader and ask for me, Daniel. I'll be happy to help.